Angry guy here. And black women are furious at foreign women over black men. Black women are furious at foreign women over black men. Many of you already know that I talked about what happened earlier with Soraya. She got banned from Instagram, which is unbelievable because black women are hating. But it's so massive how many women are now furious that men are walking away from Western society. We're going to go ahead and review all of these things. I talked about them a little in other videos, but we're going to put it all in this one video right now. So let's jump into the first video.
Are single because women do not want to date them is a world that's very dangerous for women, which is why I worry about retaliation in reaction to the rise of single men. We actually have data from this year that shows young women are way less interested in dating than young men are. And we have data to show that more women than men are single because they simply cannot find someone they are interested in dating. 38% of single American women say the main reason they're not dating is they can't find someone that meets their expectations, compared to only 23% of men say the same thing. College educated women are the group most likely to say they are single because they can't find someone that meets their expectation, 45%. And I can hear the men in my comments now saying, see, it's women's fault. They have too high of expectation and that's why everyone is single and lonely. But let me remind you that women have always entered into marriages with the expectation that it is going to materially improve their lives. We needed husbands for financial security. We needed them for bank accounts, for credit cards, to have a house to live in. And now women are doing better than men. We are more educated. We are stable on our own. And women who are independent and self-sustaining do not need to get married. When you don't financially need a husband or a partner, you can say, I'm not going to get a partner until I find one that's emotionally supportive, emotionally intelligent, doesn't need me to be his therapist and his mom, doesn't need me to do all the childcare, all the housework. And men will tell you, they do in my comments every single day, that these expectations are just simply too much. I fear for escalating retaliation that this will cause interpersonally between men and women, and also in legislative and policy decisions, like the push to get rid of no-fault divorce, in the rolling back of reproductive rights, and with things like student debt and college affordability. They're not going to make college more affordable when more women going to college results in higher expectations of the men that want to date us. So yeah, that's why I worry about retaliation of men who cannot make it worth it for women to want to date them.
Wow, there's a lot to unpack there. So, I mean, guys, think about this very carefully. She said that women wanted to marry men historically before they had their rights who would make their lives better. Isn't that what women are still seeking out? They are still seeking out traditional men who will progressively make their lives better. So women want to date men who are better than them, men that make more money than them, men who have more influence than them, because a man's money is their money and their money is their money. This is the absolute level of insanity. And these are feminist women. These are feminist women who are now basically going absolutely ballistic because traditionalism is going away, and they are furious that men are walking away from traditionalism, even though they are feminist, right? Something very important to point out. Check out this. Cost of living in 2023 is so bad. This TikToker says she brings home nearly $100,000 a year, but claims she was better off in 2012 earning minimum wage. Yeah, because when she had mommy and daddy to pay for most of her expenses, she didn't have to pay for living. She didn't have to pay for food. She didn't have to pay for any of that, and she could spend her money on what she wanted to spend her money on. So she may have only made $30,000 a year, but guess what? She had a much lower tax bracket, so she was able to keep significantly more of that, and she was able to spend all of that on herself and whatever she wanted. It's a whole different story when you make $100,000 a year, but you're lucky if you get to keep maybe $70,000 to $75,000 of it, and then from that amount of money, you have to pay your rent. And if you're spending $4,000 or $5,000 a month in rent, I mean, wow, $4,000 a month in rent, that's $48,000 in a year. All right. So from that $75,000, if she even has $75,000 left over, right? That's a big portion of that. What does she have left? She only has what, maybe around $27,000 left, and from that $27,000, she has to afford food. She has to pay utilities. And then there's also entertainment and everything else. She has nothing left. These guys, it's you see, girl math is crazy. Boy math is reality. You see how fast boy math works? Y'all see how fast boy math works? We look at reality, we break things down, and we get to the point and the heart of things very quickly. So these women, they don't realize everything that they have lost as a result of feminism. And the thing is that they're now crying because traditionalism is going away. They're upset. They're furious that there's no more traditionalism. They're furious that men are done with it. Men are not stepping up anymore. All right, because these women, they want traditional men. However, they are not traditional women. So they want to have their fun. They want to have their cake and eat it too, but they want men to pick up the bill. And, like I said, look at this article. Woman examines potential risk for women in a society shifting away from traditional relationships. These are feminists. These feminists are furious that men are no longer traditional, even though they are not traditional women. And if you listen to the video that we watch, this woman is saying that, oh, it's actually mostly women who are single, and it's men who are in need of a relationship, which is an absolute lie. Only 34% of women are actually single right now, compared to over 60% of men, of young men. Most women are not single, versus most men are single. And it's absolutely, but the irony is that the number of single women is going to skyrocket up to 50% come 2030, 45% to be exact, but almost 50%. And these women see the writing on the wall right now that men are listening to them. They're no longer approaching women in public, because women say, don't approach us in public, don't talk to strangers, don't glance at us at the gym. The men are now isolating. Dudes are basically, if they work out, dudes are setting up a gym at home. There's a channel I watch, Justin J, great guy. My man has a gym at home. Bro built his own gym at home. He built a workout room at home, and he's doing his workouts at home. All right, this ain't a game. A lot of dudes are like, okay, I will literally just build a workout space at home, get my weights, get my treadmill, get my jump rope, and I will work out at home and not put up with any of the nonsense. And women are frightened by this. And they think that by shaming men and putting these things on social media, somehow that's going to stop men from simping. That's going to keep the beta male orbiters coming back. They think, because this is how women operate in Western society. They have been taught that by using shame, blame, and destruction, lies, they can get men to do whatever they want. They don't comprehend that all they're doing is they're pushing men away. They think that somehow this is going to keep the beta male orbiters around. This is going to encourage more men to date, because, oh, if you don't date, we're going to make sure that you don't have any happiness. We're going to destroy your lives. We're going to make it so that there's a stigma around you if you're single. That's what they're trying to do right now. They are trying to stigmatize single men and men who are not out there simping and searching for a relationship. All right, how are these guys bad? These men have walked away from the workforce. They've walked away from relationships and dating. They're walking away from the gyms. They're walking away from public spaces. If they see a woman, they're doing exactly what women tell them to do: cross the street. What do you guys want? What the women realize and what they're seeing is that they're losing attention. And of course, one of the biggest frights are the passport bros, passport kings, because these men are leaving and they're not coming back. I told you, someone actually recognized this. There was a video of this black dude in Japan. I forgot who it was. Someone actually said they knew the video I was talking about. And dude was like in his bed. He was in Japan. And I think he said that he was going back to Georgia or something. And he started complaining about, saying that he doesn't want to even go back. Like, he can't put up with that. He does not want to go back to the United States. Man was literally almost ready to cry, catching an attitude. He's not going back. Psych hacks. This guy's one of the biggest psychology YouTubers. Dude was criticizing the passport bros hard. Passport kings. Dude went over to Japan for a little bit of time. Went to Japan. After what he experienced in Japan, he came back, hopped on Fresh and Fit, praised the passport kings, and then said that he's headed back to Japan next week. Dude literally just came back to hop on a podcast and it's doop, gone, leaving the country again. Leaving the country again. These men are picking up, and I've said it, you women will no longer have access to these men. Because he said that the experience he had over there with the women in Japan were genuinely grateful to have a conversation with him and to spend time with him. It is so vastly different that in American society that he said, no, goodbye. See, guys, that's all it really takes to change a man. You can have a white guy who he likes only white women, but he doesn't like the way he's treated in Western society. Take this man, send him overseas, send him to Africa, send him to Asia, send him to South America. Those women treat him so well that suddenly he shifts just like that. And now he no longer likes Western women anymore, because now his brain has just told him, you dummy, go where you're appreciated, go where you are celebrated. And it's like a little switch. Yep. Oh, I'm not interested in these women anymore. Goodbye, ladies. Goodbye, Felicia. Goodbye, Keisha. I'm not putting up with this anymore. Bye. Look at what happened to the black guys. You have a lot of black dudes who say that they like black women, but they don't like that behavior. They pick up, they leave, and they're never coming back. They go to Asia, they are never coming back. They go to Eastern Europe, they are never coming back. That's the end of it. Women will no longer have access to these men anymore. They are permanently gone from the black community, where the black community that is in desperate need of good fathers, men exactly like these. But you know what? When you watch videos from some of these black women who say things like their best brothers are in prison, nah, bro, nah. No. Our best brothers are in prison. Jesus help us. It's no wonder these men are picking up and leaving. And if you look at the nasty attitude of so many of these women, these young black women who are furious at the foreign ladies because they're taking the black men that the black women said they did not want. Let's watch this video again. You know, I jumped forward a little bit, but I want you to see the behavior of this black woman.
People agree with you. Of course, there are going to be a good chunk of people who disagree with you, such as a lot of women, for example, on Instagram, because Instagram today decided to delete my account with 60,000 followers, but that's all good because we know women don't like the truth, women don't know how to deal with the truth, and they damn sure don't want to know the truth. So let's continue. Let's look right into the video, and let me tell you, we have so much to talk about. This young lady decided to critique one of my videos, and in this video, I am talking about the reasons why some American men are leaving the US, join the Passport Bro movement, because they are sick and tired with what they have to deal with in the US. I mean, can you blame them? Young women like her are the exact reason why my channel exists, are the exact reason why I'm speaking about the things that I talk about, and I will keep going and growing on this channel because there are way too many men out there who have to suffer from this on a daily basis. And also, my ladies out there, if you are doing whatever you can do for your men, don't be afraid to show it. Don't be afraid to speak about it, because we need more women like you and myself. So I did enough talking. Let's get right into the video and see what this precious little young lady has to say.
Hey everybody, I am the Mademoiselle, and this is my channel. Welcome to another video. Of course, we got another reaction for y'all. This one's gonna be pretty interesting, okay? We're gonna be reacting to a woman telling us why American men have become passport bros. And boy, oh boy, I can't wait, because I know I got a lot of shit to talk.
Well, I don't know why she has the need to show us all of her tonsils or all the teeth in the back of her mouth. And also, young lady, you have discovered the difference. I am a woman, you are a little girl, and I totally understand that you don't like the things that I say because you need to do a lot of growing up. Us women, we know how to treat a man. Us women, we can, differentiate delusion from reality. That's why a lot of women in America especially also are still stuck in a delusional world, even at the age of 35 to even to 40, thinking that men have to deliver this, that, this, and the other, while the woman just has to exist. why men leave the US to find traditional wives. It's not only because they want traditional wives. There is a little bit more to that. Stay tuned to find out. I know we always talk about what and how women think about the passport bro movement, but there's really more to it than a man just wanting to leave the country trying to find a traditional wife.
Where the is from? Who the sponsored her ass to come to the US? And why the is she putting her mouth in affairs? Got me out here stuttering and shit. This is the thing. I don't have any problem with anyone giving their opinions about anything, okay? I get paid to do this shit, right? But I have a problem with women in particular that go into these topics and into these male-dominated spaces and try to be what you guys call pick-me's and be like, well, this is why the men are leaving y'all. This is why they're going to other countries and they want to be passport bros. I don't even know where that accent came from, but y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Who the got your ass into the US and why do you feel like you gotta keep sucking this much? Hey yo, ain't nobody asked your unseasoned casserole ass. None of this. Why am
I honestly don't even know where to start. It's not that men are trying to be passport bros, honey. Men are passport bros, and you are one of the main reasons why it is happening. You are way too loud. I mean, just when I sat there and I looked at the video the very first time, I heard myself speak compared to the way that she is speaking. And I'm just sitting there calm, cool, collective as I am, and I'm telling you the way that you hear me speak online is the exact way that I speak to my husband. Yes, my voice may be a little deep, I get it. But that's just what it is. And then you got her, not even 2 minutes into my video, she starts calling me names, she starts insulting me, she starts telling me to stay out of their business. And I know why you are saying that, because you don't like women like myself, white Karens. You don't like white Karens because all you know is actually black and white. That's a whole different story. You don't like us speaking the truth. You don't like to see men, especially black men from America, being treated like kings. Honey, no, I am not sponsored. I'm still here based in Germany, and you better be happy and pray to the Lord about the fact that I am still here in Germany, because if I would be in America, trust me, I would be all over the podcast and none of you would like it. And that would be totally fine with me, because the truth, you can run from it as much as you want to, but you can never hide from it, okay? Baby, it's game over for some women like yourself, because women like me with real hair, we don't just take it off and throw it inside of the washing machine. We are letting men in America know that they don't have to deal with.
Bro, yet again, women like me with real hair don't have to take it off, throw it into the washing machine. She would really do some damage on podcast in the West, bro. But I told y'all these foreign ladies were gonna come for them. They were gonna get nasty. They were gonna get disrespectful. They were gonna come for Karen. They gonna come for Keisha. When they come for Keisha, they're gonna come real hard for Keisha. All right, and let me tell y'all something about white girls in America. A lot of people think that white girls in America have good hair. White girls in America, a lot of them, they do not have good hair. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, a lot of white girls have extensions. Rolling with extensions, can't grow hair. It's an American problem. Maybe nutrition, diabetes, heart disease, something is wrong. Maybe in the water. But because you have a lot of women in Africa with long hair. So it's not a black girl problem. It's an African American problem. All right, it's an American problem, because the Scandinavian ladies have hair, but the white girls in America, it's just an extension after extension. What do you guys think regarding this? Black women are furious at foreign women over black men. I want to know your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk more about this here. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.